Okay, tonight's skill is elapsed time. And I kind of chuckle every time I teach this skill because students really do struggle telling time and being able to go forward and backwards with the traditional clock. I think, most kids just look at the time on their cell phone, but so this skill is just always so challenging for them, and I really think it's just the new 21st century. But so for tonight's homework, we set up a strategy. It's really just taking it step by step. Here's a typical question you'll see. If a movie or if they left school at 11:35, they checked out early to go to a doctor appointment, and then they didn't leave the doctor's till 2:45. How long were they, how much time lapsed in between when they left school and by the time they left the doctor? So I told them that it would probably be easier to go hours first and then minutes. So 11:45 to 12:35 was hour 1. 12:35 to 1:35 was hour 2, and then 1:35 to 2:35 was hour 3. And once we call it a roadblock, you can't go another hour, then you go down by 10-minute increments because they want to know that the kids can make number lines progressing and digressing through time. And then 2:35 to 45 was 10 minutes, and then we count 1, 2, 3 hours, and 10 minutes is how long we were gone when we left school and left the doctor. A lot of students today were trying to subtract, and then they ended up with like 8 and change, and so we were talking about going hour by hour first and then minutes. The other situation they gave us is if something ended at 3:45 p.m. and it took, like a movie, let's say, ended at 3:45 p.m. and the movie was 2 hours and 45 minutes. What time did the movie start? And this was harder because then they had to work backwards. So, the movie was 2 hours and 30 minutes. So if the movie ended at 3:45, same strategy, hours first, then minutes, but now we went backwards. So 3:45 to 2:45 was hour 1. 2:45 to 1:45 was hour 2. So we've covered our 2 hours. And then we went down to our 10-minute increments. 1:45 to 1:35 was 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So there's our 2 hours and 30 minutes. So the movie started at 1:15. So anyhow, if they work through this at home, they can use a number line for this, or they can do it this way. But this is how we did it in class, and by the end of the lesson, it did become a lot easier for them. Have a great time this weekend, and see everybody on Monday.